Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are live.
Woo!
It is Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast, episode
Fa- fa- fa-
35.
fa-
How the hell are we doing out
35.
there? 35
That's
episodes. Woo!
that's crazy.
Yep,
35 deep.
35
35
deep.
deep.
Boys, how are we doing? We are here today with Sexy Kev as normally, Boo Radley, and we got today the normal man, Boo.
Yep.
And
Doing
actually,
well.
Everything's been good for you boys?
Yep.
Life is good. Summer's here. That means
Yeah.
movies and TVs are getting hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
movies
I'm
and
just
TV.
I'm just prepping for the summer TV movie lineup.
Yep,
Prepping
that's
for
been
that.
that's been a big part of the group chat. I feel like this
Mhm.
last week is discussing everything that's coming out this month. We talked about last episode, but boys and everyone around the world, I wanted to take this episode to let you guys all know something. So as you guys can probably see from my name here, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see Kev 1000. Yes, I can confirm since our last video, over 110 downloads have occurred.
Oh,
We are now over 1,000 downloads
No
as a
way.
podcast.
Go.
I forgot which one of you guys said by this next time we do this episode would get us there. I said no. It got us there. So we're over
Yeah,
1,000,
I
boys.
said it last week.
Congratulations.
Let's
Yep,
get
Bill.
it.
Congrats.
go.
Thank you so much. We did it somehow. Like literally in the last hour, we had like 40 downloads. It's
Our
insane.
following knows.
I don't know what's going on, or the day like today it just went all throughout. We actually had almost a download each day so far. We've had it on there, but we have over 60. I mean, if we look at all the numbers, we're over like 60, close to 70 subscribers on all of our on everything. I actually haven't seen where Apple, so we might be over 80 on Apple. But we also have that's across YouTube, Spotify. As well as I guess I haven't even thought about Instagram. We have over 30. So I bet we're over close to 100 total subscribers who are just checking out the podcast.
Just hanging out.
Just
Mhm.
hanging out with us. We have over 1.1 thousand views on YouTube. On Instagram, we're actually getting a good amount of traction too, over 500 there. So I'm just saying, and we're now officially, I think, in every we have shown up in every continent. Somebody from around the world in every single continent
That
has
is
watched our
insane.
videos. Yeah. So
We're
I mean,
global.
we're global. It's kind of cool. I think that's how the internet works. Is it usually gets to where you can get around all people around the world. But I just can't believe we're at 1,000. It's pretty insane. So I was gonna say I might grab myself a beer halfway through this episode to celebrate. But boys, I just want to let you guys know we couldn't have done it without you. Honestly, I've tried with anybody else. I couldn't do it. So with you guys here, we made the dream work. All those laid out all the time, staying up late like Vu over here. Staying on for 2-hour episodes. I know a lot of it was for fun, but it's kind of wild that we're there right now. Actually, if I look, we're at about 1,004 currently. So
We did it.
Jeez. We're giving the people what they want, and we're having fun doing it. So no
Yeah.
complaints here. And
Yeah.
shout out to all our followers and listeners.
I would
just
agree,
want us,
man.
I want us to pop off in just a random country, and then in a couple of years we can go there and just have a huge party.
Yeah, I think right now it's Belgium. Belgium's our like big like international country.
Let's go.
Okay.
So we might have to do a tour of Belgium in Germany.
Okay.
A
Together.
fap tour of Belgium?
Yeah, fap tour. Yeah, bring all your fapping materials. We'll be there. But yeah, I mean, I think what's kind of cool about it is we're gonna be able to bring in things like extra sponsors. I know we've been talking about it, beating to a dead horse, but like it's one of those things where 1,000 is just the first step. Of course,
Mhm.
I think we're so pumped, but then here comes 5,000. Here comes 2,000, 5,000,
Jumping
10,000,
straight to
100,000.
5,000. I
Million.
expect it.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
I think like I never. Did you guys expect us to do something like this? I don't know. Like it's kind of fun.
I thought it would just be us downloading it, if I'm being honest.
It's crazy to think like we're a year in, like I didn't have any expectations of this podcast
No,
taking off,
no.
and here we are, global.
Global.
Global. We can say it's global. I sent the analytics this weekend. I know it's a boring start to the episode. No one really cares about the background here, but it is
But
one of those
we
things
care.
that just But
We
okay,
care
well, I'm
about our
glad.
listeners.
I was so excited, guys, when I found out about an hour ago. I was like, I wanted to tell you guys, I was shook. So we'll just keep doing as we do. We're going to keep giving you guys great content. Keep trying to get 1% better each day when it comes to the podcast itself. And, and just keep pushing out the content like we do. I mean, we've done a lot of work over this last year. So let's see what the next year does for us. So, boys, any other final things you guys want to say before we move on into why we're here today?
I just can't wait to see what the numbers are like in one more year, because it's only going to be exponential. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Any
agree with you,
any
man.
predictions from a year from now for downloads?
I
Just
think
wanna
that's
throw that
really
out.
fun. Or we can do maybe predictions in general. I mean, I think we have over 100 in a year from now. I think we have 100. Maybe not YouTube. Our YouTube numbers are, even though we have shorts. Let's say 50 on YouTube. I'm gonna say 50 subscribers on YouTube by this time next year.
I think
Maybe.
our next Chappies are going to be streamed on CW++.
I love it. I got a bold take. In a year, I think the views across all our shorts and like reels will be over 100,000.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's huge. Well,
Yep.
you put it out there. You predicted
Yep.
this. You
I'm
put it out there in the
manifesting it.
zeitgeist. You're manifesting.
Damn, I got to get to work.
Yeah, I might have to quit my work.
I'm about to quit my job.
Yeah, Brad's not going to college anymore.
Full-time FAP editor.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, we got a lot of fun. I think we got to do a State of the Union in the next month or two or something. Just because I can't believe this is happening, and whatever. It's just fun. So, all right. I say we jump into everything, boys. What are we watching on television? I think we haven't started off an episode like this in a while. You boys watch anything kind of fun lately, or has it been kind of crazy busy? Any movies? What's been going on in your guys' lives?
Whew. That's a great question. Life has been hectic right now. What have I been watching? Oh, man. I mean, I'm sad X-Men's over. I think we may talk about X-Men to some degree.
I want to discuss that and how that might be like the biggest surprise Disney's had.
Yeah. Kev, were you able to finish it?
No, dude, we don't have it right now. I'm like watching like the Chinese version on like illegally. No, I haven't finished it because I do want to put time into it. Actually, I think I might buy Disney Plus tonight and finish it because, dude, I'm watching Invincible. Great storytelling.
Right.
But I'm just watching season 2 right now, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I need to finish X-Men.
Yep.
I mean, okay, so sorry, Brad, keep going though.
Yeah, so I mean that's over. I've been watching a lot more movies because I've been doing some traveling. So some movies I've downloaded for the plane, like Whiplash and American Fiction, which a little embarrassing. It took me this long to see Whiplash because, wow, was that?
You saw Whiplash?
Yeah, first time.
Let's go. Tell me more, man. Tell me more.
For the novice viewer like me who does not know what Whiplash is, what is
that? My gosh. Okay.
Yeah, it's I think it's Miles Teller and the guy that plays Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. So yeah, Teller is a freshman at a music school, I think in New York, and he wants to be a drummer. And then that guy's just the teacher. He's just like a hard ass, insane teacher. Pushes students.
Not my tempo.
Pushes students to the fucking limit. Like makes them cry, makes them quit.
Yeah.
And it's just it's a story of like a kid that wants to fucking be the best. Yep. And that's why it's such a cool movie, because the way it ends too. I saw the ending scene before. I think it was one of the clips that you, Kev, showed me you have like a playlist of like best movie clips. And I think I saw it there, but the ending is just like, okay, maybe he is the guy. And that's really
What do you think of that ending, Brad? Do you think that they came together and they were like almost one brand in a way? Or do you think
Oh no!
One had the leg over the
Miles
other.
Teller is like the genius.
I took it differently. I took it. They took all the years past. JK's greatness, Miles Teller's greatness came together, and they couldn't have done it without each other. But that's why you have an ending like that.
Because I was thinking, the guy was saying he does what he does to make like the next greatest musician, because he's been waiting to have one, and so that's kind of how I viewed it, as like, whoa, okay, he's got one now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No,
recommend
you're not wrong. I mean,
really recommend.
Yeah, we do recommend.
Nice.
It's good drama.
It's a movie that Lindsay wanted to shut off the first 30 minutes because it's very negative. It's very mean. She described it, and then by the end of it, she was like, "I love this." It's one of those movies. So yeah, I think it's definitely Miles Teller's best film up to date, leading, but maybe before Top Gun Maverick. I really liked him in Top Gun Maverick, but cool, man.
Yeah. So it's been more movies. What about you, Vu?
Yeah, what about you, buddy?
Yeah, I was able to finally finish House of the Dragon season 1. Yeah. And geez, what an ending. Like,
should we say spoilers and discuss finally, or we've been kind of waiting a while to discuss spoilers, please? I would say as long as I have one finger up, if you're on YouTube, or for the next minute or two, we're gonna have spoilers. Okay, so move forward. When the finger's down. But all right, guys, go into it. Let's talk. So, Vu, what were your thoughts there about the ending there? When
it's just crazy. Like, the last 2 episodes were basically like the surge of power. Like, who's gonna get to the throne first, and how are they gonna do it? Which I thought was kind of crazy. How everybody has their own different angle. Like, this is what Game of Thrones is about. Everybody having their own motives, and the scene where I think it's the king's cousin comes out of like the area with her dragon. I was like, what is going on?
He decides to not do anything.
Yeah, and didn't kill anybody. And then the last 10 minutes of the last episode, I was shook. Completely shook.
So refresh my memory. The ending, I know what happens, but why did they end up? So I know they're flying. Can you guys give me my memory of the last 10 minutes? I know what happens.
Yeah,
but
so I guess
right up to it all.
Both moms, Allison and Rhaenyra, are sending out their kids to like get allies at this point.
Also, my finger for some reason is hurting. This is hard. I'll flip this one up.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, Kev. But they're sending their kids out to get allies, and they end up in the same spot.
Jazz
I love
fingers.
Jazz fingers. They end up in the same spot. So I think it's the Vale, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And the deal that Allison's son, I don't remember what his character's name is, the deal that they give the king or the ruler there is better than Rhaenyra's deal. So Rhaenyra's son takes off, and then the kid wants an eye because that kid took the eye of the other kid.
That's right.
Yep. So there was a little beef. I think the other guy that got his eye taken out was just trying to mess with his nephew. Yeah, I guess his nephew.
Yeah, it was his nephew. Yeah.
Yeah, but ended up killing him and his dragon.
Yeah. So how it ended, if I remember correctly, is they're flying in the air, and then all of a sudden this fat, big-ass dragon came in, and he was supposed to not kill him, but kind of scare him, and then the dragon took over and essentially made him a little treat.
He was a chicken nugget in the air.
yeah. And then wasn't the blonde or the super blonde, or Brad, could you go through it, what his reaction was like?
Yeah, it's interesting because in the book, it's very vague. So you actually don't know much of the story. So it's cool that the TV show gave you a little more context. Because, I think he was writing Vhagar, I believe is the name of the dragon. It's the big old one.
Mm-hmm.
And he definitely just wanted to scare him. But the dragon just took over because she's an old beast. And, dragons kind of are like that. They're not like best friends with each other. So accidentally kills his nephew, Rhaenyra's son, and then also Aemond, who is Alicent's oldest son, her king. He gets in a fight with another nephew, And so he dies. So Rhaenyra has 2 dead sons in like 24 hours.
And she's like,
Wait, did I miss that part? Wait, she loses both sons?
Because she has 3.
I must have missed that.
Wait, I don't remember that part either.
Because that's why she goes.
Why is she crying? Like, remember, she's like angry. She's like crying, and she.
Oh wait, she had a miscarriage. Is that what you're talking about?
Is that what you're talking about? Are you remembering the book, or are you remembering the show right now, Brad?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Extra
oh my god, that's what I thought. Wasn't it miscarriage?
Yeah, miscarriage. I forgot about that. Yeah. We'll go with that, right, Brad?
Yeah, just ignore what I said.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Yeah.
Well, that's insightful, but it doesn't. Like, I just remember the big thing was like that the enemy son was essentially looking like, oh my god, I
he's like, I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah. Okay.
But then the last scene is just like her turning around, and I think she said something
with anger and rage and
yeah. I think war's coming.
Yeah, it's set up season 2 for a lot of excitement, if you ask me. I'm excited for this season to hopefully not have the big time jump like it did the first season. I actually loved I didn't hate it, but I know some people might have despised the fact that it had such a time jump and spanned so many years. This one's maybe a little bit more
linear.
Linear, I guess is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad you saw it. Vu, are you excited now to see season 2?
Yeah, I wanted to the way that it ended, I was like, there's no way it can just end like that. I need to consume more House of the Dragon content. you know?
Good. All right. Good, man. I'm glad to hear that, buddy.
Yeah, I have a feeling our pod will have a lot of House of the Dragon segments coming up.
I think so. I mean,
that's my summer prediction.
I think we got to get fan of the show Justin on here too. What do you say, Brad?
100%.
Further. I think he knows even more than Brad, I guess.
House of the Dragon expert right there.
Yeah,
I think we're about to have our own little House of the Dragon segment on this show.
Yeah. No, I like it. DC, Marvel, House of the Dragon. Anything else we're obsessed with? I guess Nathan Fielder. Those are gonna be our pillars. We discuss with when we get to 5,000 downloads.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna have Nathan on.
Yeah, Nathan on talking about all those things. Why aren't you directing them, Nathan? When are you gonna start directing Marvel, Nathan? And House of the Dragons. He's already part of the HBO.
Imagine Nathan Fielder as a superhero.
I was gonna say, what superhero would you say for DC? What he's Batman. He becomes Batman.
Oh, I would love to see him troll the criminals.
Oh my god, Nathan Fielder's like a Joker, but just more of like
Nathan Fielder's a Joker.
Yeah,
that would be
very scary.
Yeah.
Hey, nobody said Heath Ledger would be able to do it.
Yeah. Picture the cringe from The Curse, but in Joker form.
Let's mark that as one of the reels. Ask people out there: do you want to see Nathan Fielder as the next Joker? Let us know in the comments. Check it out. All right, cool, man. But what else have you been watching, buddy?
I have also been watching Chernobyl. I am on the last episode right now.
So happy, dude. You've been watching some intense shows.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's why I love this podcast, because every time we do a bracket or something, I end up watching a couple things out of that bracket just to learn more. That. Yeah. So, but Chernobyl might be my favorite HBO miniseries. It is that good. Yeah,
it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, the storytelling is awesome. And it's just something that you would never think about. I'm sure we all heard Chernobyl, but how they handled that whole situation is insane. So the fact that they were able to make a show out of that, to track all the events, and I have loved it so far, and I cannot wait to finish it to see how it ends.
Wow. I mean, weren't we just saying that Chernobyl, is it not the director, but it was either the screenwriter or was there anybody attached to the DC?
That does sound familiar.
I'm trying to remember. I know so Chernobyl miniseries has a 95% Rotten Tomato, 9.3 out of 10 on IMDb. And it makes it, I think, the top 20 in the top 20 of all-time shows according to IMDb. I mean, just to give it background how spectacular it is, people out there. If you have not seen it yet, I mean, Vu, what are some things about Chernobyl that have really? I mean, you're saying it's maybe one of your favorite HBO miniseries. Now that you've seen it, would it have gone further for you?
I think so. I don't remember what it was matched up against, but I think Skarsgård's performance in it is literally like top of the chain, like S tier performance.
Yeah.
You think Chernobyl would beat Game of Thrones because that was the first matchup?
Never mind.
Oh, okay. So that's tough. That's
unfair.
Tough. So he was the main guy for main screenwriter, or is it producer? Is that what he was? It was created by Craig Mazin, who did The Last of Us.
Yep.
So he was a part of The Last of Us, and I think there's been writers who are part of that show that are also in, other things that are coming out, because that show is recognized as, it's won a ton of awards. I mean, it's just recognized being one of the elite when it comes to writing. I mean, Stellan Skarsgård was a great actor in it. I forgot he was in that show. I'm watching.
Barry Keoghan's in it.
Oh,
That's
is he?
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's one of the workers that has to go around killing animals in Chernobyl.
That's one of the most insane scenes. I cannot wait to talk about most fucked up scenes someday as a tournament, because that's gonna be up there for me.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's just a sad story, and I'm glad it was told, because I wouldn't have known otherwise. We know that there's an accident there, but not having the backstory and the history, and it's great. I wish they would play this in history classes. I would pay more attention.
Yeah, I mean, good point. I would say this show, and tell me if I'm wrong, Brad, is as good quality-wise from top to bottom as Succession.
Ooh.
Written, like the writing, the acting,
the
music, the cinematography, even the editing. I think it's all top notch, and I think every person. That's why every person is part of it.
Yeah, 5 episodes.
So
it's 5 hours of perfection.
I'm just saying, I think it is perfection. If you're getting a 9.3 out of 10 on IMDb, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
anything else you want to say with this?
Chernobyl was fantastic. I'm glad that y'all recommended it, because it is a absolute must watch. Like, you have to. It's a must. I'm so sad that I'm late to the game.
No, that's all right, man.
But better late than never.
Better late than never. No problem. And better late than never is actually starting to be the new slogan and mantra, and I guess the new idea and direction for Disney's Pixar movies. But just when you thought one movie was good enough, how about we do 2 or 3 more? Yeah. You like that segue, guys?
Yeah, perfect.
So our first Let Me Talk to You segment of the day is we're going to be going through, we have a few today, and then we're going to do kind of a quick run through it as well of other topics today. But the first one for Let Me Talk to You is Disney is banking on sequels to help get Pixar back on track. Did we discuss this last week very much, or not really? No.
Nope.
Okay. So I think this is one it's an interesting idea. I can't read it anymore because I guess I don't have Bloomberg as the thing. But essentially what this is saying is that after kind of the relative failure of Elemental, as well as I'm trying. Do you guys remember the names of? How about this? Maybe this is good for this. What were the last 3 Pixar movies?
Elemental, Wish.
Wish was not Pixar.
No.
Wish was Disney. But you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it was It was like the same thing as Frozen.
Okay.
It's in that, whatever that is.
I can tell you Elemental.
That's what I'm saying. Boo, do you know the name of any other ones?
I do.
So I think it was something about, it was the girl with it was the red dragon one. That was a Pixar one, if you guys had seen that. And then it was Soul. And then Lightyear. Lightyear was as well. So not a lot of solid Pixar movies that we have to remember. But boys, name your guys' favorite Pixar movies, some that we've discussed about creating sequels in the past for Fat GPT.
Give me Ratatouille.
Yep,
It's
Ratatouille.
just
Give
so
me,
hard.
I mean, Toy Story, some of the best.
Mm-hmm.
I love Finding Nemo. I know they made a sequel, but I mean, I want to see more into Finding Nemo's myself. Invincible, or
Incredibles.
Incredibles. Thank you, The Incredibles.
I liked Bugs Life. That was a fun one.
Yep, Up. See, that's Bugs Life. How have we
Oh.
not had a second Bugs Life? How have we never had a second Up? What I'm trying to say is Disney is kind of owning into the fact that they've struggled with the idea of creating new ideas. But why not create new ideas with already successful IPs, like the ones we just discussed with y'all? Some people are come. I think there's two train of thoughts here. One, it's like you wouldn't have Incredibles, you wouldn't have Finding Nemo, you wouldn't have Toy Story Life or Up, Bugs Life without taking a risk and doing more stories that are kind of original. But at the same time, on the other side of that, you can think to yourself, okay, I want to see more of these characters. I mean, Incredibles 2 was a great movie. Toy Story 2, 3, 4, all fantastic movies. Nobody here would complain that those were released. Finding Dory, I don't know if I was a okay fan of it, but I remember being disappointed because I loved Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo for me a long time was like my top 10 movie for me all time. So I just want to bring this to your guys' attention for all the people out there as well. What do you guys think about this? Do you like this plan moving forward, or do you think this kind of almost still hinders the creative process / takes away a little bit of that risk that kind of made Disney popularized in the first place?
Does Pixar typically just release one movie a year?
Yeah. Or they started doing 2 actually for a little bit, and they're like, no, we gotta just focus on 1 because 2 was doing too much manpower. We weren't able to creatively. Do you guys know the story of Pixar, of like kind of how it came to be?
No.
I'm gonna butcher this, but essentially what it was Steve Jobs wanted to essentially create stories that were cartoons, but only cartoon shows that were being made, movies being made, were the ones that were like Cinderella, like it was all that stuff. But they wanted to create essentially high quality like kind of almost Oscar level movie making. And so they put like this best team together that created Toy Story. The first one was Bugs Life, but then Toy Story was the one that truly put them on the map. And I'm going to butcher the story. And I watched a documentary on it. I think it's like The Magic of Pixar. I recommend everyone to check out. It's like a documentary on it. It's very good. It goes into the background. But the point of Pixar was to essentially create adult children movies, I guess is a good way to put it, in the vein of Inside Out too. Sorry, I want to make sure Inside Out is also up there with like some of the best Pixar movies we've discussed. And I'm so excited to see the second one. But right now, I mean, if you look at Pixar, if you look at Inside Out, our pre-sales has it making $80 million pre-sales. That's insane. $80 million. It's an opening weekend. Wow. So I guess again, I'm rambling on for you guys, but when you hear a little bit of that, when you hear that it's movies that are supposed to be made for like Oscars for adults, it's supposed to be adult storytelling done in a way that children can get across to children. What do you guys thought on the idea of them going back to sequels, or
I think you got to do. I think it has to be a balancing act. I don't know if you should go full in on sequel because you only have enough IP. I mean, they have been doing it forever. They don't have like a ton that haven't had sequels. So, give me 1 year of a good sequel and then give me something new where you actually have time to think about it and can like create something that people want to watch. Because I'm looking at the list of Pixar movies and like the last new IP that was really a huge hit was probably Coco 2017.
Which was an awesome movie.
Yeah, that was a beautiful TV. That was a beautiful movie too. I watched it on my big TV recently. Yeah, it's a good one.
Because other than that, it was Onward, Soul,
Turning Red. That's right. That's when I was talking about.
Lightyear, Elemental. None of those were memorable.
Mm-hmm. When was the last Pixar movie you'd seen, Boo?
Probably Coco.
Coco, okay. So it's been that long for you.
It has been a while. So
now, did you guys see Incredibles 2?
Yep.
Have you guys seen like Toy Story 4?
Yep.
Are you guys seeing a trend?
Seen what?
Are you guys seeing a trend here with that?
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it's all about making money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's one thing that's a little disappointing. Is the idea? I'm going to just carry this around with me. Is the idea that it's sad, but it also is going to bring it to where Pixar can be back to being $1 billion movie. I think a lot of times some people are they don't even care that. I guess it's almost a failure if you're not making $1 billion anymore if you're Pixar.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's insane because it's
the
like
bar's so high.
It's so high. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, and then now my next. So I guess following up with that, guys. I myself, how about this? I'm coming from the side of I'm a little disappointed, and I actually don't think this is. I know when it comes to making money, this is the correct way to do it, but it almost makes it where you guys forgot where you guys came from a little bit, playing it safe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just, I guess, I'm coming from that side of things, but I could be wrong as well. I mean, what do you guys? Do you?
I mean,
agree
it's
with
got to
me?
be tough for the last 5 years. They've had stinkers, and they were new IP.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet shareholders are like, well, where's the money?
Plus, I mean, I'm guessing people are waiting to watch it on Disney Plus because eventually everything's going to be released on there.
That's a very good point. Thank you. That's a very good point.
Yeah, like the hype to go to the theaters, or you could just wait 3-4 months and watch it at home. You know, I guess that allure will attract people.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys remember did you guys ever go to birthday parties where we were at movie theaters growing up?
Yep.
So you'd have maybe 10 people going.
Yep.
Right now, 10 people, that's $150. It would probably be, honestly, think about it. I mean, $15 a ticket, let's say on average.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
That's
Chuck E. Cheese didn't cost that much.
Bucket. Yeah,
that's without the Dune. Yeah, you get 10 more Dune popcorn buckets.
Setting your back a cool 200.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking 1,000. You get some candy in there as well. But I guess I don't know. I wish they would do more things. I can't really read the article and get my brain going, but I wish they would take more of the risks. Keep going with that. Tell good stories. I think some of the other things too is the storytelling just hasn't been as good. Say what you want. I think a lot of people like to cancel it because I think the last one there was maybe a gay relationship or something in it, if I recall, Brad. Or I forgot what was the cancelable part of it. There was maybe a gay character. So some people were like, "Cancel Elemental for showing this to our kids." You know, Turning Red was
unforgettable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Turning Red. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, they're showing us stuff about." I think it was the Chinese New Year, and they're thinking this is Chinese propaganda. Again, and this may just be my dad yelling at me. I don't know.
You're just being influenced.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I think a lot of people aren't just, I think the stories at the end of the day, they just need to get back to. And that'll bring you successful movies of Pixar. So, I don't know. Any final thoughts here, you guys?
Do you think the newer movies have had a struggle because of COVID and post-COVID versus pre-COVID? People were still going to theaters.
I think you brought up a very good point there.
Yeah,
I do. They started when the first one that was released during 2020 was Wayward.
Lightyear, right?
No, it was that Wayward one. Lightyear was released on Disney Plus and IMAX the same day. So then also they started doing Turning Red. Turning Red was also then released only on Disney Plus. So in the mindset of parents, they started probably thinking to themselves, one, they may not even be paying attention to when it's released in theaters. When's it released on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
It's easy. I can watch it 20 times all day with my children.
Especially with kids. I don't have to bring the kids to a public place. I can just throw them on the couch. Easy call.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what the IMDb ratings are of the newer movies versus pre-COVID. If the movie quality has dipped or if it's just sales have dipped because of the climate that we're in.
I thought Turning Red was good. I thought Elemental was disappointing the more I thought about it. Actually, Brad and I kind of came out of it that was all right. But it's not Pixar level. It's not Finding Nemo. It's not the first 5 minutes of Finding Nemo made me cry. It's not Up, which made me tear up. The scene of showing their wedding, their marriage together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It just doesn't hit as hard.
It doesn't hit as hard, and maybe that's because I'm, I don't connect with them as much in the ways that the other movies did. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Something's got to change.
Yeah, something's got to change, and this is their plan going forward. We'll see if it's successful.
Mm-hmm.
What movies do you guys want to see as a sequel? We'll move on.
Wall-E.
Oh, good one.
Yeah,
That's a very good option.
I want to see him and Eve be a family.
All right, man. That's a very good option. I like that one a lot.
yeah. I am very excited for Moana 2.
Oh,
Yeah, did you guys see that trailer?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
well, you haven't seen Moana.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Moana yet. I know everyone's saying it's a really good. Should I watch it tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys recommend
yes.
me to see it tonight?
Yes. Yes.
All
And
right,
then you're
I'll
gonna
watch it.
probably
I'll
get
watch
the Spotify soundtrack saved, and you're gonna
Yes.
listen to it because it's Lin-Manuel Miranda kicking ass.
Yep.
Alicia Cara on it. So good.
Oh,
So good.
All right. I'll do it, boys. I'll watch it tonight. I'll give you guys my thoughts and how big of an idiot I am. Somebody described that as being now one of Disney's tent poles when it comes to like their big four movies. Their pillars are Toy Story, Frozen, Moana, and there's one more, but I'm blanking out which one it was. But they're saying that's like if you think of Disney, that's what people are showing up, dressing up as.
they just
Yeah.
had one movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Shout out to the Rock.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's all the Rock's
Yeah.
doing.
Shout out to Dwayne.
Our boy
Perfect.
Dwayne.
Our boy Dwayne. So moving on, our next topic, and I'm going essentially down the list, but how about this, boys? Right now, it looks like Jordan Peele just had a conversation with Disney and Marvel about doing a Marvel film. Instant reaction. What do you guys think about that? And what do you guys want to see them do?
Instant yes.
Now, was it Disney or was it Marvel? I forget. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
I thought it was Marvel.
I think you're right. Well, Marvel Studios discussed one of their upcoming projects. Is there one you guys want to see him do? And what do you guys want to see him do? Actually, just go off, guy. Go off, Kings.
That's a great question. I don't know who, but I think bringing his horror skills to Marvel is something that they haven't done yet, and I think would be fucking cool.
Yeah. Honestly, he probably should have been doing the Venom movies.
That would have been a good idea. I was thinking Blade. Blade would be really cool.
Yep.
Blade, but like I'm not like the biggest Blade fan, but you need someone who can. It's got horror aspects to it.
Yeah.
Do
you think he would venture out and not do a horror like film and try something new? Or are they recruiting him just for the horror aspect and what he's done in the past?
That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
I mean, he definitely is skilled in general.
Yep.
So I think whatever avenue he does go down. But I was just looking it up, like how cool would it be if he did Ghost Rider?
That'd be amazing.
That
yes.
would be awesome. Yes.
And you know who they've rumored to have as Ghost
Nick
Rider,
Cage?
the new one?
Nick
Ryan
Cage?
Gosling.
Oh,
Ryan
Nick Cage
Gosling.
back.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we now know what he
Old
wants.
Nick Cage would be hilarious.
Yep. Well, I will say this: he did also produce Monkey Man. Brad, did you see Monkey Man?
Not yet, but I
never
hear
got
it's
to
coming
it.
to Peacock.
Yeah. So it's Monkey. Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh, I guess I know now why the movie theaters are failing. No, but I will say he did produce that movie, and I actually kind of like the aspect of that too because it was really violent. It was John Wick, but it wasn't John Wick. It was more of a story compared to John Wick. So maybe add kind of like a John Wick-esque type of movie going forward. Maybe I guess Captain America's already. They're doing that already, but I think you stick with horror. I think he revolutionized it. Why not revolutionize it with Marvel now?
Dang, that would be a very cool thing. But
Yep.
I wonder how that would fit in like their slate if they're trying to limit the amount of projects that they're producing and coming out with.
Yeah.
I wonder I wonder what that future would look like for him.
Yeah. Maybe he does Kang Dynasty. I mean, we don't know who's directing Kang Dynasty yet.
Oh, do you think they would give that big of a project to somebody that hasn't produced a Marvel film yet? Have they
wonder.
done
I
that in the
could see
past?
because he has so much success. The Russo brothers, they had done Winter Soldier, so that's how the Russo brothers got it, or they did Civil War, I think.
Also, that whole movie's a disaster and has been. So, what better way to turn it around?
Yeah.
I would agree. I mean, that's a very good point. Maybe the guy who did Brian Coogler, who did Black Panther, he's
Yep.
he went 1 for 1 of directing a movie and won an Oscar for it. He essentially set the stage of let's get indie directors to start directing these type of movies and create their own type of thing. And if you ask me, Black Panther is a fantastic movie.
Yep.
I don't know. I think great directors can get through. I think also what's cool about Jordan Peele is that since he's not an up and coming director, he can tell the producers, hey, I want to do this. I want to do it this way. This is my kind of vision. I've proven I can do this without. It's like we had an episode where who did we think was the future of directing?
Yeah.
And number one, I think it was probably Jordan Peele, if I remember correctly. You know, I'm not saying he's this version of Spielberg, but he has become he's become event movie watching, if you ask me. He releases one movie every few years and you watch it. You go to theaters and you check it out.
Yeah. My worry is that like Disney and Marvel would try to like limit what he can do because they do have a lot of impact on what the directors can do.
That's why I wanted him to actually go to DC. I was disappointed seeing him with Marvel just because the idea that there's so much studio interference.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, he would be great in DC.
He'd be great. So much darker tones.
Yep.
When we were talking about this, I was just kind of laughing to myself because I was like, what would a Wes Anderson Marvel movie be like?
Oh my God. That's a very good idea. Wes Anderson would be like, you guys never watched, you watched this, but this would be similar. It would be like WandaVision in a way.
Okay. That was very good.
Did you remember that? How good that was? But it would be more like, except a little more like, honey. I can't think about like how his humor is. Yeah, it'd be a little weirder and quirky.
Like a little drier.
Is that would you?
I would say so.
That?
I would say so.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Here's the thing. I also think Jordan Peele is a Oscar level of a director. So you have to give him a property that's not just. Mm-hmm. You have to give something that I think has to be a chance to be kind of nominated, kind of like how Black Panther was in a way. Now that's a high thing to ask. I think he could do it though. I mean, his lowest rated movie is 84%, and that was Nope.
Wow.
And Nope was the only thing I remember Nope being is that the fact that it was sci-fi. It wasn't technically. It'd be kind of cool if he did X-Men. Now I don't know how the hell he would ever do X-Men, but it'd be really fun. I'm gonna put him down maybe as my director of choice for our thing here. We'll see, but I don't know. Anything else you guys want to add to this? Just want to say it's just rumors that are going around is that he is potentially going to be a part of Marvel going forward.
Yeah,
treat him right, Marvel.
Yeah,
yeah. I would say
hopefully he comes along because the direction that they've been going, like the dumb humor and just the sarcastic tones for every movie, it's getting a little old. So a change of pace and genre would be awesome.
Spice it up.
Well, I bet Jordan Peele's got a hell of a writers he could bring along with him too.
Yeah,
that would be so good.
Yeah. Moving on, getting off of the superheroes just for a little bit. We'll get back onto it for the next one. But Josh Brolin has just been announced to be joining Knives Out 3. We talked about this last week, but to me, he's like the biggest one they could add so far.
Yeah.
I am.
Can this
so
cast get any hotter?
I was just gonna say.
This is top tier. This is S tier cast.
I know. I mean, this is like as if you're like trying to fan cast an X-Men film with so many of these big actors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I wonder if this is the type of movie series that like actors want to be a part of and just like be a part of at least one.
Yep.
Yep.
And just be like, I want to see him playing like an author. You know what I mean? Like somebody you haven't seen him play, like not a badass, like a smart man. Because he is. I don't know if you guys have seen any of his Instagrams. I follow him. He writes like pages long definitions. It'll be him and like Timothée Chalamet. He'll be like, "What is a dream?" A dream is me being on Dune. And he's like a poet.
Yeah, I've seen the poems
like-
that he's written to the Dune actors. and
Yeah,
actresses.
yeah.
I have
It's
not, but I
so
need to look that
funny.
up.
Yeah. I mean, we can go through this. I mean, going through again. Kerry Washington, Andrew Scott, Kaylee Spaney, Josh O'Connor from Challengers. We're going through Glenn Close, Jeremy Renner, Mila Kunis, Josh Brolin.
Also, can we just talk about how hot Kaylee Spaney is right now? My God.
She is, yes.
That's the girl from
Civil War.
Civil War, right?
Alien Romulus.
Is that her in Alien Romulus?
Yeah.
I watched the trailer and I was like, no way. Is that who I think it is?
Yes, dude.
She's
All
popping
right, what
off.
about let's move on. Alien Romulus. I wasn't even going to talk about this, but what'd you guys see in that trailer?
Didn't
That
watch
looks
it.
so
Not
scary.
going to.
Oh, you're not going to?
Whoa.
I don't want to ruin it then for Brad.
Because I know it's
Don't
going to
worry.
be insane.
It was so scary, Brad.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a sci-fi flick at all.
Yeah.
Well, it does, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I guess I just have not seen any of the Alien vs Predator movies or Alien Predator movies.
It ruined the series. It ruined it.
Okay.
Don't even say Alien vs Predator. Just think of the
Okay.
original Alien movies. Those ones are.
Okay.
I'm officially banning us from saying Alien vs Predator in this podcast.
Hey, the first movie is actually kind of cool. I watched it in middle school, and it was cool for middle school guys.
It's like middle school guy. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Kev was too busy having sex at that point.
That's
So.
true.
In middle
Didn't
school.
see it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, my hand. So, but no.
Do you think I would need to watch any movies before watching this one to understand fully?
I mean, if you want to get an idea of what an alien horror movie would be like, watch the first one, Alien.
Okay. I'm adding it to my list because you guys have talked so highly of it that I need to watch.
This is like an otherworld version of Alien, is how I would describe it. Outside world. It's like it's Alien, the IP, but they're going with their own story. Do you remember Prey that came out with Predator?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
I've watched the first two, though, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's having a little run. She's the next big thing in Hollywood, I feel like.
Yep. She's popular. All right, and then last main topic I want to discuss about today is that there were some leaks. We don't have to take too much time here, but there were some leaks over the full Avenger 5 details. So right now, it's looking to may feature over 60 MCU characters, the ensemble instead of a handful of characters leading the team. Thor, Loki, Hulk, Doctor Strange, Nebula, and Shang-Chi are among the potential characters. Michael Waldron has turned in the latest script. I don't know who Michael. Could any of you guys look up who Michael Waldron is for me?
Mm-hmm.
And then production is looking to begin in 2025. The main villain is unknown, so it's not connected to Kang. And Sean Levy, the director of Deadpool versus Wolverine, is their top choice to direct. Marvel's going to meet with other directors while they wait for him to make a decision as well. So it's kind of cool that we are finally getting information coming in over the next Avengers movie. At a time where they really need something going on for them. Vu, you're a big Avengers guy. When I sent over that information, what do you think? And you did have an opinion on Sean Levy.
Yeah.
I'd love for you to put out to the people.
It's tough for me to see Sean Levy's name and be excited for this movie just because I feel like I haven't seen his work yet. Not that I know of, at least. Without seeing Wolverine and Deadpool or Deadpool and Wolverine, it's hard to say is his work gonna be good enough for this? This is a big deal. This is
Night of the Museum director, Boo.
Oh.
Free Guy, Real Steel, The Atom Project, Big Fat Liar.
He's got
Big
the
Fat Liar.
Internship.
Internship.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Big Fat Liars. That's Paul Giamatti and
Paul
Frankie
Giamatti,
Muniz, right?
Frankie Muniz. Yeah.
All right, I don't
I
even
know
need to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Sign this guy up.
I know what you're saying, though, bro. I do know what you're saying. We have to see if Deadpool and Wolverine is successful, and I think that's also Marvel has a lot of. I think they have a lot of faith in that Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be living up to the hype.
Yeah. Is there to me, this is such a big deal. Like, why not bring the Russo brothers back, who have proven that they can handle this big of, a task, and perform it well? Like, are they just not doing Marvel movies anymore, or?
I think it's a lot of work to do. I think the Russo
Yeah.
brothers yes, they did Avengers, but they haven't had a lot of good movies outside of it. I know what you mean. I think that's a really good point. Why not bring the Russo brothers back? It may just be that they did two of the biggest movies of all time, and maybe they, not saying it was a fluke by any means, but it's not easy to make a movie that makes $2 billion and has all this hype, and you have to do 60 different big actors, 60 different egos, and has to be the greatest story, and Disney has all this pressure. It can't be easy.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see what Sean Levy can bring. I did see who was the writer for this one?
Michael Waldron.
What did he do?
Head writer of Loki.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
To combat that, he also wrote Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So, yeah.
Yikes.
Big yikes.
Had some downs.
Yep.
Huh. But the Russo brothers, I will say, before they were hired for Civil War, or I keep saying, I think it was Civil War, they were on CSI as directors of like CSI.
Okay.
So you never really
beginnings.
can know. Humble beginnings for sure. You never really know what can happen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I guess we'll just have to see. Sean Levy has a proven track record with Big Fat Liar and The Internship.
Yeah. I think, one thing, and also I think it's showing is that Sean Levy is like, he does a lot of movies with Ryan Reynolds. I think Deadpool is going to be a big part of this next Avengers movie too. But I guess they never brought it up there. I know he's supposed to be big in showing what the multiverse is supposed to be going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Brad, what are your thoughts on this? I know you just recently saw the new Avengers. I mean, is this getting a little more excited? Or are you kind of like, let's see what happens?
Definitely just because of the characters involved. I'm just like, the ones that you just mentioned, like, I just don't see them leading the next form of Avengers. I don't know. It's just not very exciting, but I think maybe that's also because those characters haven't done standalone movies that have been like, besides like Thor, bangers,
Yeah.
Like Hulk, they just done so dirty.
So dirty. I think you throw in Spider-Man, I get a little more excited.
Yeah. So I'm definitely a wait and see. If it's cool and, word of mouth is great. Obviously, I'm probably going to see it early anyways, but yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of superheroes. Like, I just don't know how they're going to do it.
I mean, they did say that at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 that Star, what's his name? God dang it.
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord will return.
Yeah. I don't know how there's enough minutes in a movie. Like, this movie needs to be 3-4 hours long.
Well, I thought that they were going to do this for the Kang, like Avengers Kang Dynasty and stuff. So I'm kind of like wondering, what is this story?
Yeah.
This isn't Kang Dynasty related.
Probably Secret Wars then, right?
Yeah.
No, this isn't related to Secret Wars.
Oh.
Wait, so what?
That's what I'm saying.
What is it?
Oh, sorry. This rumor is that this is Avengers 5 is rumored to be Kang Dynasty, was what Kang Dynasty was. And then Secret Wars is to follow this movie.
Yep.
So I guess because I read it, they're like, there's no official villain. I was kind of like, well, who's going to be what? I thought this was Kang Dynasty, but maybe they're still figuring that out. I don't know. All right. Well, then, anything else you want to add, Vu or Brad?
It's a wait and see.
I'm excited either way. I will definitely be watching this Thursday night, no matter what.
Good. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, man. Maybe you and I could watch again too together. Vu as well, man. All right, moving on. And this is our last one. I just want to discuss with you guys is actually, you know what? Let's move on to fast reactions. So I've got a couple from last week, but I wanted to add one right now that I was excited about because all this is really, if you guys want to give a 30-second thought, You both give one thought. We both give one thought each. We're not gonna have like an insane discussion around it, but we all get one thought, and then we move on to each topic. Does that sound good?
Let's do it.
What are you guys laughing about?
No, I like the new section.
Yeah, it's a new section. It's called Shut Up
Quickie.
and Listen with Kevin. Quickie. Yeah.
Quickie.
Yeah. A quick fappy.
Yes.
Quick fap. So, all right. Ryan Gosling and Sandra Hüller are starring in the Project Hail Mary has officially started filming. It's a sci-fi thriller being directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who did 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, and the Lego Movie, and A Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Has a bunch of great director or writers for it. So cinematographer of the Dune film, The Batman, Rogue One, and Zero Dark 30. And the film is based on the book from Andy Weir, same author as The Martian. And the story follows a man who wakes up from a coma afflicted with an amnesia and soon remembers he was sent deep into space to save humanity. Again, starring Ryan Gosling. What are you guys' thoughts? Are you guys excited for it?
Super excited. Gosling's hot. That story sounds very interesting. Also, Gosling's hot. And you mentioned the Lego Movie, and this is a tangent, but I think the Lego Movie is the most not talked about greatest movie of all time.
Yeah, it's so good. But keep going. All right, that's your final thought?
Yep.
Boo, you're up, buddy.
Gosling is having himself a little hot boy summer, and I don't want to say it, but ever since we started talking about him, it seems like he's had a little bit of a rise. So, but yes, it sounds like an interesting movie. And,
Martian to me. Oh, keep going.
No, I'm looking forward to it.
The Martian to me is one of the best movies of the 2010s. So anything that's related to that, I'm very excited about. Ryan Gosling, A-list superstar, he's bringing me in. Sci-fi, it's bringing Lindsay and I in. Then I think this is gonna be one of those movies that we talk about as one of the next big sci-fi flicks with Interstellar, with Dune, with The Martian. I think it's gonna be. That's my hot prediction. Is gonna be up there with that, and I think people are gonna want to see it in theaters. So
you're talking Oscar worthy.
I'm thinking Oscar worthy.
We talking
this
Fappies. We talking Fappies.
I'm thinking Fappies, and I'm thinking this is gonna be one of Ryan Gosling's top 3 movies you'll remember him for.
Oh,
ho.
All right,
Okay.
moving on from quick reactions. So next one on the quick reactions chart here. I can't find it. Anyone want to read it on the doc if there's any on there? I can't find it.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover.
Boo, you want to go first? Since weren't you a big fan of these movies?
Yeah. Well, I watched the last one where they introduced like the G.I. Joe spinoff at the end. And I was like, there's no way that they could make these 2 movies together, right? But
was that the one with the robot animals?
Yes.
Dinosaurs. Yeah. No, right? Or animals. Yes, animals.
Yeah.
Ape.
Gorillas. Yep.
Yeah, gorilla. Yeah.
Yep. So,
Hell yeah.
Hasbro is about to come in for a payday with the merchandising in this one.
Yeah. Hey, Chris Hemsworth, action movie. If you've seen Extraction, you know he could be a great action star. If they make this movie, I do want The Rock to be back. I want Channing Tatum to be back. Who cares that he died in one of the early ones? Bring him back. And I know Bruce Willis can't do it, but I'd love if they somehow had a reference to Bruce Willis in there too. Bring in Transformers, bring in action, and you know what? Why not? Why stop there? Why not add Fast and Furious as well?
Because it's all about the family.
Brad, what's your thoughts? Quick reaction.
Hyped, gonna be sick. Also, when I say this, you guys are gonna be mind blown. This will be the 9th Transformers movie.
Wow. Wow.
I love it.
Bring back Shia.
They're printing money.
Bring back Shia. Oh
yeah.
My God.
Yes.
I love that. Bring back all the actors from it. Oh,
yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're all excited then for this one. All right, moving on into our next quick topic. We got, I can't see any of them, so who wants to get the next one again?
Do you want to see
Beetlejuice? Yeah.
I haven't even seen the first Beetlejuice.
Same.
So then, yeah, we already had 2 guys who don't want to see it. Yeah, I don't really want to see it.
I saw the trailer when I was watching Furiosa, and it just looks yikes.
Oh, you watched Furiosa?
I did. I was able to.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go through that. Okay, good. Cool.
And
No, I just wanna
Beetlejuice is
see
a
it.
really old movie, right?
Yeah, from the
Yeah,
80s.
88.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. It's kind of scary. It used to scare me when I was younger. All right, boys. What do you guys think of the Wolverine popcorn bucket? And will they make a Deadpool popcorn bucket?
What a great way to like capitalize off of like the Dune popcorn bucket controversy. Like it's just
Yeah.
so smart.
Kevin,
I
can you
love it.
describe the popcorn bucket for our viewers?
Yes, and because I do have a big fucking mouth like that too, I can't actually do it. It's literally Wolverine with his tongue going like this, and you would put your hand through his mouth. So, and but it's like essentially it's just you're putting your hands into Wolverine's mouth and his popcorn, and his mouth looks like this.
You know, I think there's going to be a lot more arrests at movie theaters these days.
Yeah, try not to bring your Wolverine popcorn bucket to the what is it? Inside Out 2.
Panda?
Garfield.
Garfield.
Yeah, justice for Garfield, damn it. Cool. Moving on. Do you guys want to see Moana 2? Why'd I put this one as one of them?
Oh, I do 100%, of course.
Yeah.
But I've
Yeah.
seen Moana, so.
Yeah. This is a must watch for me.
Must watch. Okay.
And probably for you too after tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, after tonight, I might be excited.
I'll be so sad if you watch it tonight and you don't like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna truly give it a chance. I will not go in with just trying to prove to you guys that's not a good movie, like Brad with Logan.
Oh, it's so fair. It's so fair.
So I'm trying to come in with the idea of like us all being on the same page, being like, yes, $1 billion for Moana 2.
Mhm.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for running through this here with us. Now, what do you guys want to do? You guys want to do the fan casting for the X-Men? So the X-Men movie was announced after the success of X-Men 97. Disney's like, and also Wolverine and X-Men or in Deadpool having their movie right now, and that's predicted to have a great, probably the number one box office of the summer. They're saying, let's create an X-Men movie as soon as possible. So we want to run through who we want as fan cast for this movie, and we're kind of almost predicting who we think will get it. Boys, ladies, do you guys want to do this, or do you guys want to do movie reviews first, and then we end with it? How would you guys like to do it?
Let's end with our X-Men fantasy cast.
Perfect. All right, man. Well, I'm looking on here. Let's go through our lay critique. So, first lay critique of the day I like to go through is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Now, did anyone else here see it?
I just finished the trilogy, rewatching it.
Trilogy, okay. And you need to see, so you need to see this new one.
Yep.
All right, I won't spoil anything, but I remember thinking, I watched this right when it came out, so it was like May 16th, and I remember thinking to myself, this is, besides Fall Guys being kind of the kickoff of the summer, when it comes to franchises, this was a good kickoff of the summer for me. I really liked it. The ending is very exciting. It leads us into some pretty exciting things going forward, and actually, I think it's going to reach new heights. The Planet of the Apes series is not seen since the original, since maybe even 2000. But it's just another great story. I mean, it's a story without Caesar. It's about a story about an ape and how apes are just, Caesar has essentially been kind of a martyr in the world. He was kind of like a Jesus to all of them. But what's crazy about this movie is more of a religious type of film. It's kind of crazy. So it's the idea of Caesar. So Caesar, is all about staying together, ape strong.
Ape no kill ape.
Ape no kill ape. They don't do that, but some apes are maybe ape strong, meaning let's all work together for a common goal of a dictator building trying to build something. Or, you know what I mean? Like being enslaved, but it's like, no, you're not enslaved. You're all coming together for a higher purpose for Caesar. And so I thought that was a really interesting way of doing it. I thought it looked amazing on a budget of 140 million. I think it was 160 million. It looks amazing. So the CGI was some of the best for the Ape series so far. And I had a couple moments where I started tearing up. I thought it was just a great story. Not the biggest cast in the world, but for me, I think the cast who was a part of it, there's one surprise guy in there that I didn't know was in the movie. I just thought it was a good movie. I was really happy about it. And up till Furiosa, it was definitely my favorite. It's definitely gonna be top 5 for me so far for this year. So I definitely recommend it. Please go check it out for all those out there. It did make its money back, so it is gonna have another sequel. But man, that story is one of the best stories out of all the. I think we've discussed this. These Apes movies are just such an just not talked about how great of a storytelling they all are.
Yeah.
Like James
when
Franco
we talk
ruined
about
the world.
Yeah, when we talk about trilogies, like we never talk about Planet of the Apes.
Right. And this is a justified 4th movie, and you keep creating good stories. Like, I mean, I see why some people don't see the movies because it's like apes, and Planet of the Apes is a very old idea. It's something from the 60s. We went through it on one of the episodes where we were talking about it. But I think it's worth it. The writing was great. The cinematography, the score was also great. It's just a movie they just didn't fail. In the last trilogy, shot Matt Reeves to being now the director of the Batman and taking over for other DC products. I think it's Matt Ball is the guy name, or his last name is Ball. He's the director of this one. He did Maze Runner. For me, I hope he keeps going with these.
Nice. That's good to hear because I love these movies. So.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. What about you guys? Oh, and then moving on to Furio. I think is that the next one on the list. We're moving on.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I'm excited. I've wanted to see it. I just haven't had the time. But yeah, I was able to squeeze in Furiosa a couple days ago, and it's not Mad Max Fury Road.
It's not Mad Max Fury Road.
Mad Max Fury Road. It's a different type of story, more character driven, not just like a chase scene for 2.5 hours. I did enjoy it. I really did. I didn't enjoy it as much. It just seemed like it was missing a little something, but I really liked Furiosa as a kid actress, and I was surprised.
That's what everyone's saying.
I was surprised how long that was a part of the movie. And Vu, I'm not trying to say many spoilers, but yeah, I mean, I think both the little girl and Anya Taylor-Joy, great actors. The sets were cool. And last thing I'll say, Chris Hemsworth villain. Whoa.
It's probably his best outside of Thor. Wouldn't you agree?
I really liked it. It was
he needed this one.
It was
he did.
Villainous, but also like a little goofy, and because that's what kind of the villains are sometimes in Mad Max. So I enjoyed it, and I recommend it's definitely a theater movie.
Yeah, I remember thinking I'm watching it again with Lindsay either tomorrow or Thursday or this weekend. And I remember watching it, and that was my only problem with it was I kept comparing it to Mad Max. I wanted that action. I mean, they did have some cool racing and action scenes and some amazing action. Some acting was amazing as well. I mean, I thought Anya Taylor-Joy was a fantastic part of this movie.
I mean, there were parts where you could tell CGI was used, and that did take me away from it sometimes.
Yeah,
because I
thought it was a part of it as being kind of like to show like how it was in the 80s. I thought it was on purpose. I don't
remember Fury Road having those moments where I'm like, oh, that's clearly not a guy on a motorcycle.
So I remember one scene is when the main bad guy with the white, or Morton Joe, when he got really mad that the girls had been stolen. So he was him on the motorcycle chasing it. It's really quick, but the background looks very fake. That's how I remember being like. That's how I would compare it. But I also could be wrong. Because you're not the only person that said that, Brad.
Yeah, I just remember, I don't know. And I know Fury Road wasn't perfect and it wasn't all practical, but I thought it was more
perfect. I'll tell you that.
I thought it was more practical effects than special effects.
I also thought that this movie made me want to watch Mad Max even more.
100%.
Especially at the end there when they're kind of going through it.
100%.
It just made me appreciate how great Mad Max is. I just wonder also, just because the movie's not making a ton of money, and I can understand why. I mean, a special prequel going into, after we just had Mad Max, a movie doesn't really have the Mad Max title to it. And Anya Taylor-Joy, you can hate on me all you guys want. I don't think she's a star leading role actress. Chris Hemsworth is in it, of course. I don't know if she's someone who can bring in $500 million up to $750 million to $1 billion by herself right now.
Yeah,
she's getting a lot of properties. She's about to be in Dune, but right now she's not there.
Yep. It's not
because
enough
I
under
think
her belt yet.
right, and when you compare her to Charlize Theron's a star.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, she's one of the top female actresses today. Now it makes if they do I'm not done with this trilogy or this whole new world. I'd like to see a second one. And that's the rumors right now. Is if this made money, they'll make a second Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron version of this movie. But it needs to make the money, and right now it's not making a ton of money.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And George Miller's getting old, and that's
79.
it's all in his head. So
yeah. You really can't just you can't have like a son or recreate it like Dune, and also because then you get a Dune situation for some people. So cool, man, cool.
Vu, I recommend you seeing Fury Road.
Yes,
Okay.
see Fury Road. Yes, one of the best action films of 2010s.
Should I watch that before? Wait, is Fury Road the new one?
I don't know. Maybe you don't see it before. Yeah, maybe you see Furiosa first, and then you do this. I mean, what do you think?
That would be
Brad?
cool. I would be very interested to see your thoughts on those two.
Like maybe we like Fury Road better if it was first in between the two.
Yeah. Yeah, you should see the one that we don't think is as good.
Okay.
And then see Fury Road, which we think is perfection.
Yeah. So I'll add it to my list because I've always heard good stuff about Mad Max. So definitely sad to hear that it didn't make a whole lot of money with Memorial Day weekend. But
yeah,
hoping it turns around.
Yeah, hoping it turns around. Vu, and then you saw here bringing it back to the Planet of the Apes. You finally saw War for the Planet of the Apes.
Yep. So I finished the trilogy. Was able to watch all of them. And War of the Planet of the Apes was the last one, which I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters originally. So being able to rewatch it and see Caesar go through everything that he did to protect the apes and then unfortunately die at the end.
Yeah.
You know, what a great film. And Woody Harrelson, one of the best villains in movie history, in my opinion, with that role.
Ooh.
He was really good. That's a hot take, but he was very, very good.
Yep.
Out of all the three, was this your favorite?
Yeah.
It was my favorite.
I think I like 3 the most, 2 the second best, and 1 the least. But I still liked 1.
Completely agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah. They got better with time. So as they went on.
And they're just solid made movies. I mean, there's no reason that Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, War for the Planet of the Apes, all these movies are so well done.
Yeah.
You know? There's not an audience out there for it, I guess.
That's
I don't know.
true.
You know, like
and they're just not talked about. Like we're here to spread the word, you know, of these low key gems.
Yeah, man. I completely agree. So all right. Hey guys, how about this? I want to bring this up to you. Should we do the X-Men as a separate 30-minute thing, or do we want to have it as a part of this? Because it means extra content.
Part of this.
You want to keep it as part of this so we don't have to do all the switching?
Yeah. This one's not that long either, so.
Okay. I doubt we even go 30 minutes with it. But all I want to do was essentially create a list of our predictions, who we would like, and I want to do it as we'll do all 3 of us can couple up with someone we really want for the role, and then I will write all of them down as like, you know, who we thought for each character for the X-Men. So I'm going kind of based off. We don't know which character is going to be in it because there's some, you know, X-Men 97 is a little different than the movies, but I say we could probably go from the cast in X-Men 97. I feel like Disney's really trying to go off that success there, so we could almost take anyone from there. Because then you got like who's in that one? I mean, you got Rogue's in it, Cyclops,
Jubilee.
Yeah. So all right, I'm gonna create a quick document here. Google Sheets. Okay. Try Sheets for work or go to Sheets. Alrighty.
Well, when do you think this movie is gonna come out?
Oh man. They said it's gonna be about 26, 27.
Okay.
Yeah, 26, 27. So X-Men movie cast. So all right. So can you guys name off who's all in that? We got Wolverine.
Yep. Professor
We
X.
got
X,
Professor X,
Magneto, Beast,
Beast,
Rogue,
Cyclops, Rogue, Storm. Yep. Who's the
Gambit.
bandit guy? Gambit.
Yep.
Anybody else? I know.
Why can't I think
new...
of the Cyclops' wife?
Yeah.
Jean Grey.
God.
Jean
Phoenix.
Grey.
Jean Grey. Yep. Jean Grey.
Yeah. Nightcrawler.
All right, I think we start with. That's a good start. Would you guys say?
For sure.
Nightcrawler. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna start it off with. We'll do Alex, Boo, Kevin, Brad.
I'm gonna do some hard Googling while we do this.
So do some Googling. I was thinking of. I can start it off because I did a little bit of research and I was kind of thinking about this today when I was by myself. So I'll share my screen here. Present, share screen. Untitled. Sorry for those YouTubers. It's maybe a little boring just looking at an Excel spreadsheet, but I have a prediction for who I want to be Storm, and there's been kind of rumblings about her joining the.
Ooh, I do have one too. Actually, this is the one that I had an answer to.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, do you mind if I go first, or do you want?
Yeah.
I want Keke Palmer.
Oh my God! I swear to
Oh,
God,
okay.
I have Keke Palmer as my Google right here.
Yes. All right. Yeah. I think after Nope, she's really gone into kind of the.
That's funny.
She's pretty big right now. I really like her in Nope, and I want to see her make a lot more money, be a bigger star, and I feel like this role will help get her there. And she's be a good, same kind of like Halle Berry, but a little more spunkier maybe, and it'll be a different role for her to see her in. Because I guess Storm's kind of like one of the main leaders of the X-Men. The last thing I saw her in X-Men 97 was her losing her power, so I'm really excited to see what happens with that.
Yeah. I guess the last thing I've seen Keke Palmer in is probably Jump In with Corbin Blue. It's been a while.
Oh my God, you haven't seen, that's right, you haven't seen Nope, huh?
Yeah.
Jump In. Oh my God.
Okay. All right, well, Brad, since you did Keke Palmer, can I actually add somebody who else I think would be good?
Yeah.
Kerry Washington.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
She's from Scandal, is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What about you, Boo? If you want to, you don't have to answer Storm right now, but this is who I think would be a good character for Storm.
She might be a little young, but I was gonna say Ayo Edebiri.
Great choice.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that choice, bro.
Yeah. I think she's got a lot of spunk and could put a nice twist on the character.
Hell yeah. I think this is a good start. Those are all three really solid characters that we can see doing it.
Lupita Nyong'o would be sick too.
Is she in Black Panther?
Oh, she's already in Black Panther, so she can't.
Yeah. I guess that doesn't stop anything, but
yeah, that's true. Damn. That's true. All right. So I think we're okay with these three.
Yeah.
Solid
Let's
list.
do Professor X.
Professor X. Brad, you want to go first?
One of my favorite bald actors. His name is Mark Strong.
Mark Strong. Okay. He's from the most recent movie I saw him in was The Gentlemanly One.
Kingsman?
Kingsman. Yes, The Kingsman. Yeah, he was very good in that.
Apparently he was also in Green Lantern.
Oh. Can I say mine? You guys might hate mine. James McAvoy.
Go for it.
Bring him in. Bring him back. James McAvoy.
I loved him as Professor X.
I don't know how they do it, but I think he was fantastic as Professor X.
Yep.
And I want to rewatch X-Men. I want to rewatch that X-Men. Yeah, he's young enough too.
Yeah. My non-serious answer would be Nathan Fielder.
Oh my God! I'll put a fourth one for him. Yeah. He deserves it. I'll put him in for all of them. Nathan Fielder, Wolverine.
Yeah, but I would like to see maybe a Stanley Tucci.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't hate that at all. Do you guys think I'm copping out by doing James McAvoy, or would you like to give me like a new person?
I kind of do.
Pick.
You want me to do a new person, Brad?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. I wasn't thinking about this. Let me think about that. Can I
Yeah,
think?
of course.
And we'll get back to him. But I would like to do Wolverine next. And this is my favorite guy. Actually, between two guys. Yeah. Yeah. And then also, who is the original Cyclops? I want him back too.
James
Marsden.
Marsden.
Yeah, James Marsden. James Marsden should be my next Professor X. No, I want from the Kingsman world, Taron Egerton.
Oh,
I just watched Eddie the Eagle this weekend. He's in the same movie with the original Wolverine, Hugh Jackman. They were fantastic together. Apparently, they're friends. And if you look at Taron Egerton in a lot of shows recently and movies, he's been looking very jacked. So I think he would fit the role. Also, when it comes to Wolverine, I want kind of more of a comic book accurate character, someone a little shorter. So Taron Egerton's only like 5'9". I think that's a better character for him. I know in the comics, him being shorter does add to him. I just want a little more just comic accuracy with that. So I think Taron Egerton can get that intense. If you've seen him in, is it Bird? What's the Bird movie or the Bird show on Apple TV Plus? Brad, have you seen that one?
The Bird show.
It's called Bird something. Apple TV Plus Bird. Blackbird, where he goes to prison. Have you seen that one yet?
No.
Well, if anyone here has seen it, I recommend it. It's very, very good. But he was fantastic in there as being more of a serious character. So I'd like to see him then as my Wolverine.
This might be maybe a potential spoiler. Maybe he's in Deadpool Wolverine, but I'd like to see Daniel Radcliffe as my Wolverine.
I think it's kind of cool to have him as. I like that take.
Yeah, I know there's some rumors with him already potentially being in that movie, but I think he'd be a good fit. And he's been getting pretty jacked lately. So
Yup, he has been. He has been. Nathan Fielder's getting jacked too, I hear. How about you, Brad?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
That's
Oh,
a
man.
great one.
That's
Great
a fantastic choice. Especially with Venom not being a part of the MCU. I think that's a very good choice.
Yes.
All right.
I love that.
Magneto. Now, who would you guys like to see playing Magneto?
I was scrolling through and one of these popped out to me. I would think Benedict Cumberbatch. Magneto's supposed to be like
he's already Doctor Strange.
Well, I don't care.
I'm not trying to be mean, but like he already is.
Damn it.
While Brad chooses another person potentially, I'd say Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo Mortensen. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, Aragorn from The Lord of the Rings. I think he's got the accent because I'm pretty sure Magneto's from Europe, right?
Yes. He's a part of a Germany. He was part of the concentration camp for being Jewish.
Yep. So Viggo's got that accent. I think he's getting old now.
Mm-hmm.
Idris Elba.
Oh.
Is he
Idris
in Marvel?
Elba.
Is he in Marvel?
No, he technically was in a really small role in Thor.
Every actor
I forget.
has been in Marvel.
How about this? How about this? What about Daniel Craig?
Ooh. I like that.
I'm thinking Daniel Craig. Or did you want that as yours, Brad?
No, you can have it.
All right, I'll do Daniel Craig.
Jeremy Irons, has he been in it?
He's so fucking old.
What are we doing? Young X-Men?
I guess. Sorry. I forget. You're right. I forget when all these characters are together. I think they are older, aren't they? So me doing James McAvoy makes no fucking sense because they're like best friends. I guess we should have thought about that. How about this? Let's do young and old. Does that work?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we'll do old Magneto.
Young Magneto, I went Jeremy Allen White.
Oh, that's so good.
Let's go, Brad. That's a great
That'd be
pick.
fun.
Okay. Okay.
Wow. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm moving off of James McAvoy. I don't want. I want to give someone like that for Professor X. That is.
Yeah. Oh.
Because you guys had older actors for that too, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great one. All right.
That is good.
Sorry. So
now
let's
I
do
gotta think of a young Professor X.
Yes. Okay. So I like that. Magneto Young. We got Brad. What's his name again? Sorry.
Jeremy Allen White.
Oh my God, dude, he'd be a good one because Magneto is such a he has so many levels to him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
He's not just like I'm a bad guy. He's a
has
good
a lot
guy.
of trauma.
Yeah, he has a lot of things that go into him. Oh my gosh, him putting that quarter through Kevin Bacon's head in X-Men.
So
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, Jeremy Allen White. I like that a lot. How about you, Vu?
I'm gonna go with Robert Pattinson.
Ooh, I like that.
Robert Pattinson. All right, then I'm gonna do Cillian Murphy.
Oh.
Wow, I think we have some pretty solid ones there.
Do you think Marvel will hire us to
be casting
directors?
Casting directors.
Yeah. Hey, why not? So what do you guys see for young? I guess I gotta think of an old Professor X. But who do you guys see for a young Professor X?
Young Professor X.
That's tricky.
I don't know what he would look like bald. He would look really bad bald. But Matt Smith from House of the Dragon.
Oh, okay.
He has very pointy features, though.
Yeah, I don't hate it though. So Brad has young, or he has say it, Matt Smith.
Yep, Matt Smith.
Don't hate that at all.
You might have to come back to me on this one.
Oh, I found my old one. I want Ralph Fiennes as the old one.
Oh, I like
that. Is that Voldemort?
Yep.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think it is.
Yep, you're right.
You know what? I think I'm still going to go with the young as James McAvoy. I still think it's going to be him. I hate to be that guy, guys, but I do really want him to return.
Then put James Marsden as Cyclops because I want him as Cyclops.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. All right, I won't do him.
Actually,
let's
for young Professor X, give me Frankie Muniz.
What was the last thing he was in?
Fuck you, Bill. Take this serious. I mean, do you really want that to be your final answer?
No. Okay.
Okay.
No.
I'll put him in as the thing.
Placeholder.
Frankie Muniz, where the hell did you come up with that?
He was in Sharknado 3.
Oh my god. Goes from Sharknado 3 to this.
Anything's possible.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Anybody else? Sorry, I didn't mean to say. You could, if you want that to be yours, you can.
Oh, I actually have a good one. Ewan McGregor.
Ooh.
Okay.
I love McGregor.
As young?
Yeah. Do you think he can go young?
I don't know. He's in his 50s.
They get hair and makeup get involved, you know.
I think we got to do kind of like a Jeremy Allen White type Matt Smith. I'm not trying to be like this. Kevin's boring. I think you could put Ewan McGregor as your Professor X as old.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, okay, how about this? I'll change my James McAvoy to the main actor in 1917. I think he's already British and he's been rumored to be in more movies.
He's already British. So.
Yeah, but I think he's also a really good actor too from that movie. What's it called? Here, let me look it up. 1917. His name is George McKay.
Okay.
George McKay. Oh, that's yours. All right, who do you want as your young Vu? Sorry, I'm not trying to rush. We can come back to if you want.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come back to me on this one.
Okay. And Brad, do you have a young Magneto yet?
Well, my young Magneto was Jeremy Allen White.
That's right. That's right.
Old,
it was your. Oh, sorry,
old.
old Magneto. Yes. Who would you like to see as an old Magneto?
Jason Statham.
Shut up. God damn it. You want it. I'm trying to do his voice. Oh, you think you... I can't even do it. All right. Jason Statham. It would be one of those things where if he could somehow pull it off and be actually Magneto without being Jason Statham like he is in every movie, I'd be pretty impressed. Cyclops. Who do we want as Cyclops?
Man.
Ooh.
I think the easiest one is and you want him to be the true leader going forward, like the main guy. I think it is the guy that one of the hottest guys in Hollywood. I thought I'd be able to remember his name.
I'm going with Timothy Chalamet.
Oh.
Timothy Chalamet. All right. Okay. I'm thinking the guy from fucking Top Gun Maverick. He's like really big. Twisters. He's in Twisters. Who's that guy?
Oh, Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell. I think he'd be a great leader.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How about you, Vu?
Jacob Elordi.
Oh, that's a good one too, dude.
That's a good one too.
All right, that's good.
Can I change mine?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think you're allowed to.
Austin Butler.
Oh my God! Just the stars, and you know what? It would make Cyclops is the main guy in X-97. You ask me, right?
Yeah.
He's probably the best one, the coolest one too. My God, that first episode where he flies out of the plane, and he's just shooting lasers to stop himself from hitting the ground super fast. I just thought he was so badass. All right, good job.
For my young Professor X, give me Barry Keoghan.
Barry.
Hell yeah.
All right. And is he wearing pants in this?
Yeah.
One?
Optional.
Spandex.
Yeah, it's spandex. All right. What about Rogue? I know that's a tough one.
I could see like an Anya Taylor-Joy being a good Rogue.
Okay.
I would see her being more of a Jean Grey. She doesn't do because to me, how I think about Rogue is somebody who is not going to be AA list, but somebody who can be a very good B character. Whereas I think Jean Grey, Anya Taylor-Joy, I think is a perfect Jean Grey.
Okay.
That's my. I mean, I don't really know if I want her. But I'm not trying to discredit. I'm thinking of how it would work, and I can't see Anya Taylor-Joy with them trying to make her a star. Doing that. So again, I don't hate you for thinking that. I just want you to think about it.
Yeah. Fine. I'll change it, Kev. Fine.
I don't hate you. I just hate what you said.
Yeah. I mean, do you guys think like Kaylee Spaney would be a good Rogue? Or is she too small? Because Rogue's kind of thick in the
that's
X-Men
actually
97.
I like that pick.
You like that one?
Yep.
Oh, Rogue is tough. Rogue's a firecracker.
Oh, that's what I was also thinking. How about this? Erica Pedretti, she is from the show Vu, you like these movies or these shows. She's from oh God, what's it called? What are those horror movies on Netflix? It's like Haunting of Hill House.
Oh, Victoria Pedretti?
Yeah, the lesbian sister, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she would be a good Rogue.
And she's in
for me.
You.
Okay. Yeah, that's mine at least. Do you guys okay with that, or because I'm being such a rule stickler, you guys can also be like, Kevin, fuck you, you don't get that one.
I actually really like that.
I want to go with Anna Kendrick.
Oh,
Anna Kendrick. Okay. You don't think she's too old?
I don't know what your rules are for ages.
No, we'll do it. I just think if I look at X-Men 97, I'm relating their ages and who they are in that. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So
I kind of
All
like
right.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh, I like that one a lot.
She's already got like the 11 thing down.
Yeah. All right, and then you wanted Anna Kendrick?
I go fuck myself.
Oh, I think that's a good one. She's gonna look really nice next to a nice young man playing Gambit. Who do you guys think would be a good Gambit character? I mean,
man.
do you guys remember who was
Justice for
supposed to
Channing
originally?
Tatum.
Yeah, Channing
Justice
Tatum.
for Channing
Yeah.
Tatum.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Oh man. I would have said Tom Holland, but he's Spider-Man.
Oh wait, was Channing Tatum Gambit? It was Taylor Kitsch.
Oh, you're right. Technically, it was Taylor Kitsch, but he was only that one time.
Was Channing Tatum ever Gambit?
I
Maybe
think
not.
No,
I
he was
think
rumored to be.
He was like trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I think you're
give me Channing Tatum then.
Nice.
All right, you get him. Yeah. I want to do, tell me if you guys think this is wrong, Ben Barnes from Westworld.
Ooh.
Let me look him up.
Is that the guy from Always Sunny too?
No. That's the rich
I like
rich
that.
guy.
I like that.
Okay.
So
I can
Channing
see it.
Tatum and Anna Kendrick would be a good mix. Just saying.
Yeah.
And Ben Barnes, honestly. Ben Barnes, so like if we go with that age. Fuck it, we can go with anyone we want. And then who do you want, Brad? You want Tom Holland? I'll put Tom Holland in there.
No. Give me
I don't want to
give me
take
a
anything
sec.
away.
Give me a sec.
Gary Oldman.
Jonah Hill.
You want Jonah Hill? All right, we'll do it. We'll do Jonah Hill.
No, actually, Jay Baruchel.
Oh.
Okay. That'd be a interesting acting choice to see if we could do it.
He's gonna bulk
He's
up.
He's in This Is the End, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
I mean, in a perfect world,
yeah.
I somehow can get Michael Cera in here, but
Yeah, right. No, he'd play Beast. Michael Cera's Beast. What about or we could do Seth Rogen as Beast. Ha ha ha. You're about to die. Let me save you. Ha ha ha.
Oh man.
So what do you guys think for Beast?
I think Barry Keoghan for my Beast.
Okay.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I think that's a good choice. Okay. I would think if he already wasn't in the movie coming out where he's playing Black Widow's father, the guy from Stranger Things, the main guy from Stranger Things, or the cop, what's his name? David Harbour, I think is his name.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
But he's already in that.
Yeah, that'd be a perfect Beast, honestly.
He'd be perfect, yeah. Kelsey Grammer was almost too perfect. Like I honestly remember watching X-Men and I'm like, gosh, that's too bad. Oh, okay, I got it. Brendan Fraser for me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I like
Brendan
it.
Fraser. I like that a lot.
I mean, he's
What about, like,
55, but yeah, okay.
The Beast is old.
Is he?
What about it?
Yeah. They had Kelsey Grammer as him in the X-Men movies.
I just picture the Beast as like Nicholas Holt. I think that's his name.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? That's a good point. All right. I guess I'm fuck me. But we could do young or old. So whatever you guys would like for that. That's a really good point.
Give me Henry Cavill.
Ooh.
Henry. Wow, imagine him behind in a CGI suit. He's jacked and everything, but doesn't get to be actually Beast. All right. All right, Nightcrawler. I like the guy from The Sound of Metal being Nightcrawler.
The Sound of Metal.
He was also in that movie. He's also in the HBO show.
That's a good Riz Ahmed.
Riz Ahmed.
That's good.
Oh,
I went a similar route. I was thinking Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Okay.
I like
How about you,
Rami
Boo?
Malek.
So we're all kind of like in like the weird, weird name fellows for this one.
Yeah.
All right. I like that, man. And then the last but not least, I want to end on a good one.
This is a tough
Jean
one.
Grey is a really important one.
Probably
Formerly played by Game of Thrones actress. What's her name?
Sophie Turner.
Sophie Turner. Yep.
Also, I think she's like one of the most powerful mutants in the whole thing.
Honestly, you know, it would be a perfect, and essentially is Jean Grey is Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, yeah.
Is Emily Blunt in Marvel?
No.
Emily Blunt dating your young Jacob Elordi and Austin Butler.
Oh, it'd be hot. Emma Stone.
Remember, it has to work.
Emma Stone.
Oh. That would be
mine.
huge. They tried. Fun fact: they actually tried getting her in for Fantastic Four. She asked for like $30 million for the movie.
Really?
Good for her.
Yeah. So
she's hot right
bring
now.
her in. Bring her in.
Yep.
All right. How about you, Vu?
Would Jessica Chastain be too old?
Way too old. Sorry, dude.
All right, give me Anya.
All right, Anya. Dang. Okay, that's a good one. She'd be a really good one.
Jessica Chastain, yeah, she's good too.
And then me, I would like to do Aquafina. Oh my god, how funny would that be?
Oh.
A red-headed Aquafina.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. No, I need to think of a better one. Oh my god, I just thought of it on the moment. I had to say it.
Give me Lizzo. Give me Lizzo.
With red hair.
Yeah.
Is it Emma Watson that was Hermione?
Yes.
Watson,
yeah. Ooh, that's a very good one. Am I too young to say Sadie Sink?
Yeah.
She's too young. She's too young, I bet. Yeah.
What? Who? Oh, is this a Stranger Things person?
Yeah.
Stranger Things, yeah. How about this? I got one. My last choice would be, it's a smaller actress. I like the redhead from It. Sophia Lillis. Not the biggest actress, but I think she would be someone you rise with and you grow with.
Sophia Lillis. Oh. What else she been in?
Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah.
I like that.
Is that a good, decent one?
Wait, what character was she? Oh, she was the
elf.
Oh, yeah, I could see her totally.
Yeah. So, to end it, we're going to go through our cast each. So, Vu, do you want to go through who you chose to be your cast for X-Men, the new series from MCU? Or the new movie?
The Alex Vu fan cast is Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine. I have Barry Keoghan as young Professor X, and if he's too busy, we got to give Frankie Muniz a call. For the old Professor X, I have Stanley Tucci, but dream scenario, Nathan Fielder. we have Viggo Mortensen as Magneto, old Magneto. Robert Pattinson as young Magneto.
Love that.
Henry Cavill as the Beast. Millie Bobby Brown as Rogue.
What about Cyclops? Cyclops.
Jacob Elordi as Cyclops. My bad.
There you go. I thought that was a good choice. I love that.
That's my favorite.
Channing Tatum as Gambit. Anya Taylor-Joy as Jean Grey, and then Rami Malek as Nightcrawler.
That's a hell of a cast. There.
Yeah,
that's a really good cast.
They're breaking the bank for that one.
Yeah. All right. All right, second. I'll go next. The Kevin X-Men movie cast. Wolverine, I got Taron Egerton. Young Professor X, I have George McKay. Professor X, I have Ralph Fiennes. Magneto, I have Daniel Craig. Young Magneto, I've got Cillian Murphy. Beast, I've got Brendan Fraser. Cyclops, I've got Glenn Powell. Rogue, I've got Victoria Pedretti. Storm, I have Kerry Washington. Gambit, I have Ben Barnes. Jean Grey is Sophia Lillis. And Nightcrawler is Riz Ahmed.
I would love to see Glenn Powell as Cyclops.
I
think
would
that's
too.
the perfect
Yeah.
fit.
I would love him too.
He's hot.
Yep.
Yeah.
And to finish it off, we've got the Boo Radley X-Men movie cast, Fancast, with Wolverine being played by Tom Hardy. Young Professor X, Matt Smith. Not sure what he would look like bald, but old Professor X, Mark Strong. Magneto, old Jason Statham. Hopefully he can get out of the Jason Statham mode. Young Magneto, Jeremy Allen White. Beast, Barry Keoghan. Cyclops, Austin Butler. Rogue, and older Anna Kendrick. Sorry, Anna. Storm, Kiki Palmer. Still pretty hilarious that Kevin and I had the same thought when we started.
Yeah.
Gambit, Jay, I don't even know how to say his last name.
Baruchel.
Baruchel. Jean Grey, Emma Stone. If she's asking for 30 mil, I guess not. And Nightcrawler, Sacha Baron Cohen.
I love it. I think I want
Yeah.
to post all of our answers on YouTube. I'll do a short for these because I think that'd be kind of interesting to see what people think of our choices.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that'd be big. But hey, guys, again, thank you so much. Episode 35 is now in the books of Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast. We did it. We're 1,000 subscribers later. I just want to say thank you guys, everybody out there, for listening, for checking us out. We love doing these episodes. We enjoy just being together. Whether this becomes successful or not, it's never been the big thing for us. It's always just been these two guys never knew each other. Just if nobody knew that, it just happened to gel. It just happened to work out.
Magic.
And
Fap magic.
It's magic. It's
Yep.
magic. So we are just very pumped that we're at 1,000 now, and I just can't believe I never thought we'd ever be here, really. So it's kind of dope.
And
Yeah.
and the best thing is, if you're watching this on YouTube, every time you can watch a new movie in Kev's background.
Yeah. X-Men First Class.
I have been watching.
Michael
There's been
Fassbender.
commercials this time, so.
Yeah. Michael Fassbender.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Yeah. Speaking of the devil, my Magneto. Anything you guys want to say to end the episode?
Another great episode. Great time fapping. We hit 1,000, so next time this year, or I guess in 1 year now, we're probably gonna hit 1 million.
There we go.
Yeah. I just want
How
to say
about you,
thank
Boo?
you to all the listeners and all the followers out there. If you see, our shorts, our reels, please just give it a thumbs up, maybe a comment. We love to interact with our fans. So we couldn't do this without you guys.
Amen.
Cool, man. Amen. All right, everyone, keep subscribing, keep checking us out, keep liking, just keep watching movies, keep fapping out there, everybody. We love you.
Yeah.
Peace.
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 Bye.